So someone mentioned that, and he lives on his own, is every vendor.
What's up? I was surprised. We have this line. This has to go through before I can start. Yeah, see.
That's the other one. The actual toy itself inside the box is the metal. As you said, I don't know off the top of my head if it's a.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'd be looking at
I would like to. I think they're expecting me. I think that's part of that's part of why they bring me out is about their video on their show. So yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How's your show going?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really good.
Thanks.
What's up with the 5, 6, something like that?
He's in so when we were going to come down last night, a friend of mine and her girlfriend and one of my friends went and she's excited about it. I don't know, another polar bear is kind of tempting.
I'm unloading stuff.
Lisa was checking these out.
I'm grabbing cards.
Watch this.
Just what you see. I do on the artist. That's my compliment. He does, but he's like, no.
Yeah, but those are Vipers.
Yeah. This will be very like.
I think I love it.
Yeah. Really kind of people.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited. You know, it's something we wanted to do, and we're doing it. And it's not anything that looks like NECA, so I'm not going to get in trouble.
No, I think all the designs look super fresh, and I think it really captures like the spirit of like.
Yeah, we're doing the old paintings, like the old illustrations.
Yeah.
How old are these Witchcraft books?
Yeah.
I know these
You
books.
nailed the aesthetic, like absolutely.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. It was like because we never talked about it.
Oh, really?
We just I sculpted.
Oh yeah. Okay, I met you over there.
Yeah.
Were
You were in the other building.
Yeah.
And I was in the same building.
I didn't make it over much.
You were
Because of him, right? Because of him.
Because of him. Yeah.
I always have that effect on people. Don't worry.
I blocked.
Stuff I got soul tags on it. With that one aisle.
It's crazy. And I'm actually just now starting Monday. I'm going full time doing this.
Yeah, that's good.
Finally. I've been scared. I'm scared to do it. I'm scared. But once my wife was on board, then I was like, all right. Active 24/7 is cool. Different sizes. Different sizes. But I have backups so that I can move in if one goes out so I don't miss it. Actually, the reason I'm more of this is this is just big enough that I need a 250 millimeter. I got the new one. Whatever. I was going to upgrade it. But when I was running, I was
What's up, guys? Thank you for checking out the Zolocon video. Of course, this is a part 2. If you didn't see part 1, which was the preview night, highly recommend watching that video as well, because there were a lot more vendors that you could have seen in the first video. I definitely enjoyed making that video, and I thought it was great having all this participation from a lot of the independent creators there. So by all means, if you haven't checked out the first one, please do it. I think it's a great video, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about this video as well. This was Zolocon 2026, the first toy show of the year. Always one of the best. It is a show that I've been going to since 2017, and it has never failed in providing some of the best vendors and product, everything that you can think of for a toy show directly. The amount of independent creators here this time around is astonishing to me. It never ceases to amaze me how many have been invited and participated in this show. So I can't wait for more. I can't wait till next year, because I'm sure next year will be just as good, if not better. It has always increasingly gotten better over the years. So thank you to Mike, Krista, and their whole team. This was an amazing show, and I hope for those of you that went, you got to experience that and feel the same that I felt. For those that didn't, by all means, I highly recommend coming down here. It's probably one of the best. It's really awesome. So with that in mind, if you've been watching my videos, thank you. My name is Art. I have been doing a lot of toy hunting over the past few years for my YouTube journey, and this is one of the like, toy shows are one of the things that I always love to cover, and always fun to see what people have to sell, to offer, and and doing all kinds of stuff like that. It's just a lot of fun. So I myself have always been doing these you could say toy hunt show video, toy con show videos, and it's always cool to see stuff, whether it be from back in the 80s and 90s to modern. It is great that I can, see some of this stuff, whether it's stuff that I haven't seen before, stuff that I grew up with, and, maybe having that impulse buy or getting ready to, buy that new exclusive. That's always one of the best things about this show. So again, highly recommend it. I, of course, had an Ultimate VIP pass, which allowed me to get into the Friday preview night, which I highly recommend for anyone that is wanting to get any type of exclusives. Get the Ultimate VIP so you can have access to the VIP preview night. It's definitely recommended. If not, and Saturday or Sunday's your day, I would highly recommend Saturday, because things go quickly. Things go very quickly. It's definitely the busiest. Saturday is absolutely the busiest of the 2 days, and it is more fun than I ever had, considering the fact that it's not only just about shopping around and checking out all the vendors. It is also about meeting how should I say this? Meeting up with a lot of friends in the community, a lot of my people that I may not have met through YouTube or Instagram. Always a lot of fun. And that was probably the top thing of going to these toy shows, is just collaborating and just meeting up with people in this community. So much fun. So again, Ultimate VIP, highly recommend that. If you can't, by all means, I highly suggest Saturday and get here as early as possible. So that's where I'm at. What did I pick up? So of course, with my haul, yes, I did pick up a lot of stuff, apparently. And I could start out with what I have in front of me, and that is with the Four Horsemen Studios table, which Four Horsemen has always been a staple of Zolocon. If you don't know that, and you're a big fan of Four Horsemen Studios, Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figure Obscura, Four Horsemen will more than likely be at Zolocon, because I don't think I've ever seen them ever skip it. So with the Four Horsemen, there was a couple things, and I believe it was there. Well, you know what? I just bought one thing from Four Horsemen, but you saw in the video what they actually had to offer. So that was very cool. And if you didn't, maybe not in this video, but in the first video, my preview night video, you saw what they had to offer. But what I picked up, of course, was their show exclusive, not necessarily Zolocon, but their tour exclusive. So every toy show that Four Horsemen is going to be attending, they will have this Legendary Warrior exclusive. So this is awesome. This is a really cool figure. I already opened it and played around with it, so I already swapped the heads in here. And of course, there are some missing heads, which was an unfortunate matter that occurred. So if you don't know that story, by all means, you can comment and I'll let you know what it's all about. But this is very cool figure. So this was one of the must-haves that I wanted to get through the Four Horsemen. But also, I forgot that when you're an Ultimate VIP, you could have chosen a particular exclusive figure that you could have picked up. And you were also given some artwork. And one of the artworks, of course, this year was from Scott West, who always been doing an artwork piece for VIP members. So this is the artwork by Scott West, which is part of the Warrior Beasts right here, which is incredible. And my exclusive figure was of the new Realm of the Underworld, Grim the Executioner, which was created by Mike Zolotaro and collaborated with the Four Horsemen Studios to create this modern rendition of the figure. So that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. This looks wildly incredible. Can't wait to open up. So this is cool. I'm glad I got this one. Of course, along with that, you at registration, you got the expo guide, so you can kind of know and read on what is going to be happening at the show, what could be there, certain vendors that will be offering certain things. So this is absolutely important for you to kind of know what was going on. At the same time, that is kind of why I made my video, so you can kind of have more of a visual aid in knowing what you can expect from the show floor. So yeah, this was actually really cool. I'm glad I think I have everyone. Oh, it's got the list of vendors too, which is quite a bit. That's definitely over 400 plus tables and a map of everybody, so you can know where you can find your vendor. So yeah, very cool, absolutely awesome. Oh, and some other special guests that were there, which is, where did I see it? I saw that page and now it's gone. Yeah, now it's gone. Oh, there we go. You got Scott West, you got Pixel Dan, you got Dan Larson. Very cool people. So I stopped at Valiverse. Absolutely, because he had an exclusive figure debuting at Zolocon, so you had to get it. The one figure that I picked up was through the points program, which was the Praetorian Wraith right here, so that's really cool. And I did get Weapons Pack November with the new rocket launcher and the case to it, which is, that looks cool. And look at that muzzle right there. That's awesome. And then of course, the main one, which is the Black, his new modern day pirate toy line. This looks wild. That looks awesome. Probably one of the best exclusive figures of the show. It is by far the coolest looking one, and the detail in it is incredible. So I hope for those of you that attended were able to pick up one of these. I went to the Skeletron booth. Huge display booth. It is absolutely amazing. And of course, they were partnered with Marauder Inc. on the opposite side. It's so cool to see what you could do at Marauder Inc. But Skeletron was my main go-to. Again, if you checked out the first video, you kind of have an idea what they were offering. But I picked up two figures from there because they introduced their new 6-inch action figure line, I think back in November, December of last year. And there were 3 different ones. I picked up 2 of them, which this is the Wolf Trooper, which looks pretty awesome right there. And of course, I also got the Jungle Wolf Trooper, which, look at the deco on that. That's beautiful. That's some beautiful work. Fun figures, really cool. These are basically army builders. A part of me wants to get 2 of each, but I wanted to test them out. I wanted to try it and see, but it was really cool that they had them there, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up. So that's awesome. And I think I dropped something. They had a Red Shadows poker chip right here, Skeletron 2026. This is actually, if you handed this in to the bar, because they were offering specialized drinks, that was sponsored by Skeletron, you got $2 off a drink. But I didn't want to hand this in, so this is a little memento right there. Had a good friend at the show, Fandom's Treasure. I saw something on his table on that Friday, and I was just like, oh my God, I absolutely want that. And he's basically a toy vendor slash trading card vendor. And he has been to Zolocon and has been vending at Zolocon for a few years now. So I'm glad I got to check out his stuff. My kids would have had a great time seeing all the Pokemon trading card stuff that he had. But I was specifically wanting one particular item. And by Sunday, I said, you know what? Let me bring this particular Pokemon card that he may appreciate and that I could trade it. And so we actually talked and he said deal. So I traded my Pokemon card and I got my One Piece trading card game illustration box volume 1. Volume 1 was I never found volume 1 in stores, and it was, I just couldn't find it. So I'm glad I was able to get it. So now I'm kind of caught up. I still need volume 5 and 6 because they're much difficult to find right now. But volume 1, man, thank you so much, bud. I absolutely appreciate this. McFarlane Toys. McFarlane Toys was showcasing a bunch of figures, which is absolutely amazing. I'm glad that they were able to come out and they were able to do their thing. Met with Claudio and Paul, I believe. Great people to talk to, especially about the product. I'm glad they had a good time. So they were also, Zolocon and McFarlane Toys collaborate together to provide free figures at the show. And if you weren't aware of that, you can check out the first video. They provided little Spawn like trading cards that was technically a voucher. And if you were handed one by somebody, a representative, you can go to the booth, hand in that voucher, and you can pick up a action figure on the floor that they had around the table. Any of them, which is amazing. It ranged from so many different lines, from like Warhammer to DC Multiverse to Page Punchers to the little vinyl figures, the Batman cowl statues, superpowers, the anime lines such as Demon Slayer and Bleach, and of course there was Spawn. There was a Spawn Call of Duty figure. Can you believe that? All those figures pick up for free. So I actually picked up an Elite Edition Persona 3. That's absolutely amazing. So this was the free figure that I picked up, which is actually awesome. This looks great, and this won't technically be back here with my collection. This will actually be with my video game collection that I have over there. So this is great. So thank you, McFarlane Toys, for being at the show. So now it comes to Savage Crucible, in which case I knew I would be spending the most money at Savage Crucible because they have released so many new stuff since summer of last year, with Wave 2 coming out and other surprises and other show exclusives that I was like, oh my God. I couldn't wait, and I finally got to meet up with Rob and Renato and Nikki at their booth and just talk to them, be able to purchase the figures that they had available, and incredibly happy. So what was there? They had a variety of figures, but the main one was the surprise exclusive, or the tour figure, meaning it's going to be showing at other shows that they participate in. But this one is of the Brynjar Veil, and this is an awesome looking character that they got going on here. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. That's really cool. The other figure that I got was part of Wave 2 that I never picked up. So this is Nashorn, the Disinherited, which looks awesome as well. That looks great. I still got more. They actually had, I believe, the other like show exclusive that I was never able to pick up, but here it is, Varnox Unchained. Damn, that looks incredible. Look at all of these accessories. The figure looks incredible too. There is another one that I need to get because they're apparently twins. and I need to see if I can find the other one. And then the other large item was the deluxe dungeon. All of these beautiful accessories. It is absolutely amazing. Now, a lot of these figures I did open up during my live stream this past Monday. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and you check that out, especially for this in particular, because we opened this up and we got to play around with all the different accessories to kind of have all the different options of what you can do with this. And this is a great pickup. Now that's pretty much it in regards to what was readily available for, you know, customers at the show. Now, granted, there's so many other vendors. You could have picked up multiple things, whether it be from retro and modern, video games and other artist crafts that were there. I was doing a lot of work, but I enjoyed seeing and recording a lot of, you know, footage for the show, and it was absolutely amazing. I actually did get a lot more stuff because as a community, we all help each other out. So I did get a lot of pickups from other friends that had brought my so-called purchases that they made for me and vice versa, because I actually brought their purchases that I helped them out. So you know what I mean? You know, we help each other out. If we find something in the store, help a friend out buying it. So we did all that. And I'm gonna save that later for another toy hunt video. So that would be completely separate. But I'm just letting you know, when you're at the show, it's typically the time when we meet up with people that we haven't seen in a while. So that's always fun to do. But that is, from what I showed you, what I got from, you know, some of these independent toy creators, and it's wonderful. So I'm glad I was able to, you know, be there on Friday, pick up a lot of that stuff and enjoy the whole weekend. So I would love to know your thoughts, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please let me know how the video was for you. Did it help you? Did you enjoy it? Were you there at Zolocon? Were you not there? Would love to hear your thoughts. So make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I would absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers, especially for the ones that found my Zolocon video for preview night. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.